So because I waited 3 weeks to see Finding Dory, within the same week I got to see two films that had the same voice actor as two different side characters. In Finding Dory, Albert Brooks plays Marlin just like in Finding Nemo, and in Secret Life of Pets he plays Tiberius, the red-tailed hawk. So, Secret Life of Pets is the newest film from Illumination, or is that the company? It's the ones responsible for Despicable Me and Minions. And let me tell you, this is way better than Minions. Anyway, Secret Life of Pets, its premise is about what pets do at home while we're at work. Our main character of this film is Max, and his owner is Katie. They have a relationship, a bond with each other. Well, one day, she brings home a stray dog named Duke. She expects them to get along, expects them to be brothers. Well, Max doesn't really like Duke. Just like in Toy Story, where Woody is jealous of the new toy, he's sort of jealous of the new dog. Well, eventually things get out of hand. Max and Duke get lost. They also discover an underground society, a rebellion of flushed pets and discarded pets. You know, pets abandoned by their owners, who want to take revenge and destroy all owners and humans. And this rebellion is led by a bunny rabbit, played by Kevin Hart. Anyway, Max and Duke get in trouble with them. They're also trying to get home, while the pets from the other apartments, the other pets that are friends with Max, are out searching for Max to help him get back home, him and Duke. Which is led by Gidget, the little dog that has fallen in love with Max, or has a secret crush on Max. Now look, I definitely had a fun time with this movie. I thought it was cute, I thought it was funny. There's a lot of things going for it, and a lot of smart humor in it as well. I think there's one thing that this studio does well with animated films. Not only do they look cartoony and goofy and very bright and colorful, but I think they also have a nice visual comedic style. There's a lot of physical comedy, a lot of very visual comedy that isn't just one-liners and jokes, but things that are done in the background, things that you can spot if you're looking carefully enough. Little jokes like that. I think they even prove it in their little Minions short before the film starts. There's a lot of different pets and a lot of different characters I really admired and liked in the film. Now, I wouldn't be able to name off a lot of the voice actors that played some of these characters. The only ones that I actually recognized just by voice alone was Kevin Hart and Bobby Moynihan, who Bobby Moynihan plays one of the dogs, Mel. I mean, I didn't even realize that was Albert Brooks playing as Tiberius, and that was really crazy to me. But I think all the voice acting is good and funny. Oh, speaking of which, Dana Carvey is Pops. I did not realize that one bit. I definitely feel the film has heart to it, and I definitely really cared about Duke in the film. Because there's this whole moment where you find out that Duke had a previous owner, he sort of ran away, screwed it up, and there becomes this moment where Max is like, oh, let's help find your old owner while we're on this adventure. And I liked where that story led. I liked that it actually was heartfelt, it was sad. There's a lot of great moments within that particular moment in the film. And the whole thing about Max being jealous of Duke being the new dog, and the dog wanting to stay there because he's a stray, and he had previously been a stray, and this is good for him. And the whole relationship with Max and Duke, I think, was really well done in the film. There's a natural progression of them not liking each other, being against each other, and then eventually bonding over throughout the course of the film. And I really felt that was believable in it. Probably my favorite side character, though, it has to be Tiberius. Just like the whole concept of him. Now, when I did see the second trailer for the film, giving more of the story, giving more of what the movie's about, rather than that first short trailer that just showed all these pets doing things when the humans weren't home. When I got that second trailer, I started realizing, hey, this seems a little bit too much like Toy Story, story-wise. You know, just like in Toy Story, a new toy comes along, and this one, a new dog comes along. They have a bit of jealousy and rivalry amongst each other. They get lost and then have to find their way home. I can definitely see similarities for this between Toy Story and Toy Story 2. However, I feel Secret Life of Pets definitely makes it on its own and does feel different enough and creative enough where while I was watching the film, the similarities to the Toy Story and Secret Life of Pets just completely disappeared. However, if you've only seen the first trailer, if you never saw the second trailer that showed more of the story and what it's all about, I can see how you might be really disappointed with Secret Life of Pets. You have this whole premise of, okay, what do our pets do while we're away? And that first trailer just showed clips of pets doing different things while we're away. Creative things, that are like, oh, that makes total sense. Things that are really hilarious. If you thought this movie was going to be more about that, then you could be very disappointed because that kind of stuff, everything that was shown in the trailer, that's all you see of the things that are in the trailer of pets doing stuff while we're away. That's pretty much it. Well, that and the whole montage of the humans coming home at the end of the film, which is very heartfelt of all the pets and their reactions to the humans coming home. That was a great scene. Or compilations of scenes. So yeah, if you're expecting the story to be more about pets at home doing things that humans don't know about while they're away, this might be very disappointing for you. But I personally do have a few issues with the film. For one, there was this whole conveyor belt of sausages, that whole scene. It was funny, it was crazy, it was so bizarre and out there. But as I was watching the scene, maybe it's just me, but when I saw they were on a conveyor belt where all these sausages are being made, and they're having this whole dream sequence of eating these sausage and the sausage land where sausage people are dancing and singing. Maybe it's just me, but as I was thinking, as this scene was going on, I was thinking, okay, it's going to turn dark soon, something dangerous is going to happen because they're on this conveyor belt, they're going to have to escape and they're going to have to save themselves. Like this whole dream sequence is going to turn into a nightmare. Doesn't do that at all. It almost seems like wasted potential in a way. Because I could have seen how dark it could have got, but then again, maybe it was never meant to be that. Maybe it's just me overthinking that scene or putting thoughts of what I expected. But yeah, that's one scene. But one of the main issues I definitely have with it is our main hero, Max. Now here's the thing, there's definitely a character arc with Max. There's definitely a few internal struggles that he has. It's more about him bonding with this new dog. It's more about him becoming more brave because he's a bit of a, maybe it's me overthinking the whole intro scene, but he is a bit of a hypocrite where he says he's brave, he's Katie's protector, but then again he's afraid of a pigeon. And so I almost took it as, okay, he's a house dog. He knows about house dog problems, but the real world and adventure and stray dog stuff, he is a fish out of water when it comes to that situation. And there definitely is a character arc within that about him being more confident and becoming brave in certain situations and actually acting. But at the same time, his actions almost seem a little demeaning in a way because if you think about it, if you really watch it, it's almost like all the side characters, all the other characters around Max are the ones that eventually solve the problems and do everything in the film. Yes, Max becomes brave. He does take initial action throughout the film. But almost every time something screws up, some accident happens, he's unable to do what he needs to do. And then eventually he gets help from someone else, which helps him eventually succeed. Which I understand could definitely happen in movies. a hero can't always be perfect and always save the day. He needs a little help every so often, and this has a huge collection of characters, and so it's almost like a teamwork sort of movie. But at the same time, it's like every single action he does, this happens to the point where he almost seems less of a hero because of it. I don't know, it made Max feel like a weaker protagonist for the film, even though I do like all of his internal struggles and all of his internal character building throughout the film. Definitely love that about Max, but the physical side of it, he seemed a little bit more of a weak protagonist. But then again, that's just me. But for me, Life of Pets is almost a really, really great time. I would almost give this 4 if it wasn't for the whole Max thing, a whole scene, and a few of the side things that I was like, it was okay. So for me, I'm going to give Secret Life of Pets 3.5 stars. So did you see Secret Life of Pets? What did you think about it? Go ahead and comment below. And if you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe and check out my movie reviews of 2015 and 2016. As always, this is Bruce Gifford, and this was Just My Opinion.